Hey future data enthusiast, welcome back to GuideCoachings, to go-to channel for all things data-driven. I'm your host Mozam Ali, and today we are diving deep into the world of data warehousing, uncovering the secrets behind its immense importance. But before we embark on this knowledge journey, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Why? Because here we not only unravel the mysteries of data but also build a community of like-minded learners. By subscribing, you will not just keep up with the latest insights, you are joining a family passionate about leveraging data for success. Now, speaking of success, I have something truly exciting to share with you. Many of you have been asking for a more immense and learning experience, and guess what? Your wish is our command. I am thrilled to announce our exclusive 3 months online course for aspiring data analyst. Yup, you heard it right. In this comprehensive program, we'll equip you with the skills needed to navigate the data landscape like a pro. From understanding the fundamentals to mastering the advanced analytics techniques, we have got it all covered. First two demo classes are absolutely free. You can join the live sessions, live classes on Saturdays and Sundays between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if you are serious about taking your data game to the next level, check out the link in the description for more details and secure your spot today. Seats are limited, and trust me, you don't want to miss this opportunity. Alright, let's jump into today's topic, the undeniable importance of data warehousing. Hit that subscribe button, enroll in our data analyst mastery program, and let's explore the world of data together. Ready? Let's go. So here today we are going to discuss about data warehousing, why it is important. In our previous session, we have already seen that how data processing is done, how the ETL process is done, and how the data is uploaded to the data warehouses. We have different data warehouses, and we have seen that. Now we will continue the story and now we will see how it is important. So first step, we have already discussed that we get the data from different sources, we store it into the database, and then we upload it to the ETL process, then where the cleaning, the processing, the pruning, the filtration, the normalization, everything happens, aggregation happens, and the filtering, cleaning happens, and the data is uploaded to the warehouse. Now this warehouse could be running onto the BigQuery, it can be running onto the Azure SQL, and it can be working on the Oracle databases. Okay, now ETL process, there are multiple tools available which can be helped for used to do the ETL processing. We have already seen those tools into our previous video. If you have not seen that, you can go and check out the I button and you can see that video. Okay, then once the data cleaning, processing, everything is done, everything is ready, now a Tableau developer's task comes, or a data analyst role comes in picture, where he will take all the information which is arranged by data engineers, data scientists, and he creates a meaningful dashboards and reports out of the data which is available on to the internet, or onto the cloud, or onto the server, or onto the warehouses. Now we'll see how it is done. So first of all, let's talk about structured and unstructured data. So in our previous video, we have taken an example of our healthcare domain project, where we are managing our healthcare services across the globe. So we have different utilities, facilities available across the globe. So if suppose we are taking care of patient, and if a patient comes into the into our facility, if he is registered, so our help desk or our admin department will take all the details, the basic details of the patient, like what is the name, what is the age, what is the gender, and then it gives the appointment. And from that onwards, once the diagnosis is done, the doctor will give him the prescription, then he will take that prescription and go back again, and then the other processing will happen, like what is the disease he is suffering from, and what is the charges he will tentative charges of the surgery, or total bill, what will be the fees of the doctor, what will be the charges for the bed, what will be the injections and medications and room allotment and nursing staff, everything is calculated in that structure, and that evaluation is given to that calculation is given to the patient. So that happens, that is stored into a database that we call as a structured data source. Okay, now what is structured data source? We like have a patient details where we have his facility id, where we have patient's id, where we have ward id, and where we have a billing amount. Okay, so this is a structured data which is going to be stored into the SQL patient details. Now some patients come who have the insurance. Now insurance is altogether a different entity which is managed by a third party, which can be a private or a government facility. Okay, now they are managing the data of the candidates or the patients or the employees for whom the insurance facility is availed. So they are storing the data into the Oracle format. Now they are storing the data into Oracle, and we as a healthcare domain project providers, we are storing the data into SQL. So now here there are two different data sources, that is the structured data. Okay, now we'll see what is unstructured data. So see, if a patient comes, his details are added into the system from the help desk or from the admin department. They will add, the administration department will add the details into the system, and that system is linked with the SQL server. We are imagining, it is a hypothetical situation. So on a hospital level, the details are stored into SQL, and on a insurance level they might have a different data source. So we are considering that they are storing the details on a Oracle data source. Now this is again a structured data source. Now let's suppose once the patient is discharged, once he is once he is completed his surgery, his physiotherapy, chirotherapy, whatever the prescription was there, he has completed everything, and now we give him a survey. So it could be a physical survey, right? We could be taking his pictures, or we could be having an interview about his experience of the facility, like how was the process, are the doctor were cooperative, how was the staff, and we tend to take the feedbacks in the form of physical pen and paper, so which is very famous in healthcare, that is CAHPS, that is consumer assessment of health care providers and systems. This is again a survey which we take to know about the facility, that how it is good or bad, or how much rating the patients are giving to the facility. Now these surveys are physical surveys, so if they are giving the good points and they're writing their comments that okay, the facility is good, but the evening time the lights are not completely turning on, or the fan is moving slow, you need to repair the fan. So they are giving their comments, and as per their understanding, or as per their experience, they are giving the feedbacks. Now these feedbacks in a physical format, it is not linked with the data base which is like we are using for the SQL, and we don't have this record onto our cloud, because a third person or the fourth person is going to create reports and analysis on the basis of the data which is available. But these survey reports are does not available to him. So how he can get what patients are recommending, or what is the facility getting good marks by the patients. So to do that, we click the pictures and we upload it onto the SQL server or onto our cloud, and we maintain it. Now this comes under unstructured data. It does not have a proper format like we have seen earlier. We have proper columns, we have column names, we have we have the details inside it. But if you take an example of physical form, so we are just taking a screenshot and we are putting it, so it does not follow any particular format, so it comes under unstructured data. Similarly for videos and your image and text formats. So to manage that type of details, we use unstructured data, and we make this unstructured data a structured data. We have like a software which reads the PDF, which reads the text from the image. So using that, we convert those unstructured data to a structured data, and we keep it into our database, so that when data analyst is going to create any visualization, any reports, he can use these details and information to create a meaningful and more informative dashboards and reports. So that is the type of structured data and unstructured data. Now what is the importance of data warehouse? If you consider you have 100 patients, as we have taken an example. So in 100 patients, you as a business owner wants to know that how many patients are there who have their insurance, who does not have their insurance, or how many of the patients have paid their full fees, full balance amount, or what is the billing history of the patient. So every question can be answered on the basis of the data. And now imagine you don't run a single entity or single unit, you have thousands of units across the globe. So to manage that, you need to follow a particular format. Every facility will have an ID, every details will be loaded, and in the evening the data which is gathered for a particular facility will be uploaded to the server, to the cloud, so that the system which is working temporarily on from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. should not get hanged because of the overload of the data. So that data is pushed onto the cloud, and furthermore the ETL process start on that data. Okay, now here what happens, once the data is pushed from the different data sources, okay, it is going to be into the ETL process, where transformation happens, where the incorrect data and improper data, null values, minus values, negative values, or normalization, whatever is going to be required, that processing is done over the data. After Before going to the data warehouse, okay, that cleaning happens. So like suppose here we have two tables or two data set sample records, where first one is your data from the hospital side, where you have a patient which is 103 Rashmi, whose billing amount is 2 lakh rupees. It's into our system, but she has also taken a insurance from a insurance company, which her ID is 1003, and her validity is given, her insurance amount is also given, that is $2000. Okay, now here we have 2 lakh rupees. Here we have billing amount in lakh in rupees, and here we have coverage in dollars. So this is a currency mismatch, so we need to have a normalization, and we need to aggregate. So aggregation and normalization process comes into the picture, which we will see over here in data transformation. Okay, so in data transformation, what happens, we take these informations from different data sources, like from SQL and from Oracle, and then we will process that data, we will process that information, we will convert it into the aggregation, we will bring that details together, and we'll create a one table first. That will be our first step. Then into our next step, what we will do, we will do a normalization, where we will be changing the currencies. Okay, so either we can change it to the into the dollars, or we can change it into rupees, or vice versa is also possible. So we have here, we have done a normalization, we have converted these lakhs into dollars, these rupees into dollars, and these dollars are here, and this is how we have created a normalized data which is ready to be consumed by a data analyst. Okay, this process is done by the data engineer, data science team, who is going to work more on a database side. And as a data analyst or as a Tableau developer, we are working on a ready data which is available for us to be it is in a normalized form. We will just use it, consume it, and we'll create the visualizations and charts on the basis of it. Okay, so this is how the ETL process, data warehousing, is important, and ETL process is also very important. Okay, now there are different tools for ETL process which is available. So the most famous tool which we can consider is SSIS, which is a Microsoft tool which helps to manage the data. Then you can use it and you can process the data, you can normalize it and aggregate it, and then you can further convert it into a meaningful data and upload it onto the data warehouse. Okay, that's all for today, guys. If you like the video, please hit that subscribe button and don't miss out our next videos. Okay, if you are really interested to you know if you are really interested to boost your career to a next level, please give a chance and attend a demo classes on every Saturdays and Sundays between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's all for today. If you have any queries, any questions, or any doubts regarding the topic which I have covered today, you can write me a comment and we will be discussing it. Thank you so much. Bye.